Alexander Isak deal to Liverpool has really been one of the most craziest saga. According to people, this saga is actually starting to affect people's life. I don't know what they meant, but that's what we're being told. But we just have to keep an idea and keep an ear down and listen to everything that is happening because a lot of things are changing when you close your eyes. So you have to keep an eye on every information which is reported and be updated every single time. So I'm trying by all means to go back as when this actually started and everything that has been reported as we have been here and what's actually happening, to be honest. So let's get into this. Don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Connect because it's really, really, really important. So, of course, today started is this. Platingo from Sky Germany came in and reported that breaking news: Alexander Isak has already reached a verbal agreement in principles with Liverpool over a contract running until 2031. That's what he reported. So it means we just have to wait. Then it seems like Fabrizio Romano retweeted this, and whatever that happened, I'm not really sure. But he said that no chance yet on Isak and Benjamin Sesko saga. Isak wants Liverpool. The contract has been the contract has never been an issue. Be ready, but only if when Newcastle opens doors. Manchester United and Newcastle both in active talks for Sesko with the player camp in Leipzig up to Benjamin Sesko. That was about 7 hours ago. That's the information which was reported. As we continue to go with the day, we also got some update over what's happening in the situation. So the first thing that happened was from Craig Up, and this is what he had to say. He said, I think there could be movement on Liverpool bidding for Alexander Isak this week. That's from Craig Hope first. Then he came back again and he said, I think tonight's development, Sesko seemingly preferring Manchester United over Newcastle, increases the odds of Alexander Isak being told he has to stay at Newcastle until Newcastle United this summer. That's according to Craig Up. I don't know, that's what he has been saying, but according to what he was saying. So we waited. Remember, this is still what was happening. And also it was reposted as well. I don't know what was happening, but that is the information which was given. Craig Up also said this as well. I think there could be movement on Liverpool bidding for Alexander Isak this week. It's really important. Then Sky Sport Kenneth, a representative of Newcastle, came in and said, I fully expect that if Liverpool come to the table with a big offer, the deal gets done for Isak. It's whether or not Liverpool can come up with the funds. That's what he was saying. I know Newcastle have set the fee on around 150 million pounds, but I think they will end up doing a deal for about 135 million pounds. Then another one came from, is it Dorio Risco? And they said Isak is currently at Real Sociedad training complex in San Sabani. He's working individually with a fitness coach as he recovers from an injury and prepares for the upcoming season. One he hoped he will be wearing red. That's what he said. That's what was reported. And I think that was the last thing that was reported on the Isak saga. So it's really been going in different manners, the way this deal has been played around what we've been told and everything that is happening. One thing that is clear, something is happening. You can't tell me we move as far from a deal agreed in personal terms to it could actually collapse. Because this is the thing. According to the manager of Newcastle, Eddie Howe, he said that there is some set of power in whatever that happens in this deal from the club at some point, but not really full command or authority over what happens in the deal. But there is some few control that they do have when it comes to this situation. Why is he saying that? Because the player has come out and said clearly that he wants to move, and he is interested in getting this deal done. He wants to go somewhere. So that makes everything that you see, that you read, really, really interesting, because according to some of the sources which you have been listening to, because yeah, like I was saying, one thing that was reported, and it was from Give Me Sports, Melissa Reading has really reported something interesting, and this is what he had to say. I think it has always been the plan for Liverpool to have Ekitike and Isak in an ideal world. Liverpool knew that they would be on the market. They knew that they would be on the market, and the opportunity was made clear to Newcastle that they wanted that he wanted the, and because he made it clear to Newcastle that he wanted last season to be his final one at the club. Read this. This is very important. Like I'm saying, Liverpool always wanted Ekitike and Isak in is an ideal world. Liverpool knew that he would be in the market, and it would be an opportunity because he made it clear that Isak to Newcastle that last season will be his last. So before getting into this craziness that we're dealing with, Isak made it clear last summer that this summer will be this summer that is getting into, he wants to move because last season will be his last at Newcastle. So why are we finding ourselves into this crazy world which we acts like he just becoming Judas all of a sudden, and the Liverpool have turned him, they've said so much. They looks like there was a gentleman's agreement here between Newcastle and Isak or his representatives or whatever that happened. So what is really happening here? Because Isak had made it clear that he wants to move. That's what the journalists are reporting. I know you're gonna say that they're coming against you and what. So everything might be turning up into whatever that is happening, however it's being labeled up to be, but things are so clear in this moment that you can see that we are literally in a world where things have been happening, yet they've been ignored. This is gonna be interesting to see how this one is debunked and how this will actually end. But Isak was always clear that he wants to move to Liverpool. Of course, there are also things that are happening because just as recent, I think an opportunity on what Liverpool are trying to do when it comes to the Isak situation was literally made clear just a few minutes ago by David C. Cop, David Cop, C Cop. I think that's what you said, David O. C. Cop, and this is what he says. Liverpool are willing to pay £120 million plus add-ons for Alexander Isak. The add-ons are individual and team related. LFC were hoping that the Newcastle would have opened. LFC were hoping that Newcastle would have already found a replacement by now. Once Newcastle signed a replacement, expect this move to move fast. That's according to David C. Cop, according whatever that will be happening when it comes to Liverpool and Isak. So this is going to be a long one, whether we like it or not, however we look at it like, however we try to present it like, this is going to be a long one. We just have to sit down and see how that one opens up and whatever that's going to happen in the very end. But Newcastle and Isak, I feel like the days are numbered. Whether I'm saying that because I'm a Liverpool fan or what, but it just feels like he's really, really pushing for this. And Newcastle might not want to believe it, might not want to do it, but everything is just giving signs that something has to be happening here. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because this guy, when he had the owner of Newcastle was in Newcastle, he decided to go to Spain. That's crazy. Like the video, subscribe to Connect LFC. We'll see you on another one. Peace. Subscribe to the Connect. Yeah.